Hello, I'm Rachel and I welcome you all to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today I'm with Zuka Kakabadze. Zuka is the founder and CEO of Fugo. Now Fugo is an easy digital signage software that keeps the frustration and expense out of managing your screens and content. Here at Kalkine, we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates, all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock market and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. Welcome to you today, Zuka.
Hi, Rachel. Thank you very much for welcoming me.
Great to have a chat with you today. Very interested to learn more about your company. So first off, could you tell us, how does your software help businesses overcome internal and external communication barriers?
Yeah, sure. So actually, businesses that struggle with internal communications have spent a lot of money and funds on improving and engaging their employees. And one of the ways they can actually do this is via digital signage. And we try to allow our users to use their screens more effectively, to engage, to kind of share propagate the heartbeat of the company among the employees. But when it comes to external communications, I think businesses always try to engage their customers and showcase their products, their services. And the digital posters, well, the printed posters are becoming obsolete. They're static and they do not, they're being ignored. And that we try to we try to educate businesses how to replace these printed posters with dynamic and engaging and vibrant digital screens. And that's kind of the entire story of Fugo, what we're trying to do here.
Excellent. So what is the strategy of a digital signage content? Are you able to give an example at all?
Yeah, sure. For example, let's take one of our users or businesses that use Fugo and want to improve their internal communications. The interesting thing with internal communications is that it's actually not just one department that's trying to utilize the screens. It's actually various departments within the organization that are competing to kind of push their message out. So for example, HR would usually kind of advertise or announce some of the internal events that's happening, birthdays. The sales team, for example, would congratulate some of the top performers. They would sometimes even display internal team KPIs, and this makes internal teams aligned and more motivated. There are other very innovative ways of using digital signage. For example, we have let's say finance, trying to display various key metrics and financial information that are being calculated and extracted live from company databases. So it's becoming a very interesting tool, and it has many different ways of manifesting itself within the organization.
And people are obviously perhaps a little bit bored of the static ones. What do you believe are the advantages of getting digital menu boards over a static one, for instance?
Yeah, sure. So digital menu boards are popular among restaurants, and especially during the pandemic, we've seen that QSR, which is quick service restaurants, investing in their technologies. We every time, especially in London, and I'm sure it's similar to Australia, when you go to a restaurant, instead of the menu, they will bring you a QR code that you need to scan and then order after choosing your favorite dish from your phone, which is essentially a digital menu. And what's happening is that restaurants are kind of the digital transformation is now being accelerated because of this. And now restaurants are coming to a realization that the printed posters that is last century, and with the dynamic and the animated posters, they can showcase their dishes, their offers, and they rotate them. They can schedule them, and this attracts customers. It attracts customers to come in. It decreases. Uh, um, it decreases the waiting time that is kind of felt by the users if they're like standing in the queue usually, and it just improves general experience of the customer in a QSR restaurant, and most importantly, it improves the branding of the retail store.
Well, the advantages seem so wide and huge. In your opinion, why do you think company-wide adoption of dashboards could potentially be a challenge? Why are people not jumping on this immediately?
One of the key hindering factors up until now of wide-scale digital signage adoption has been high hardware costs and high software costs. And what we've done in Fugo is that usually, if you want to, let's say, roll out a massive network of digital signage, you would need to go to a professional integrator that will then install professional grade hardware and very complex software. And this requires a lot of capex, it requires a lot of investments, and many businesses are not ready to kind of do this. But at the same time, because technology prices are dropping and actually consumer grade hardware, like normal TVs, they're becoming better and better. Businesses are starting to instead use these TVs. And what we've done at Fugo is we managed to instead allow businesses to use those TVs to turn them into digital signage. And previously, this wasn't really attempted before.
And of course, one day people are just going to expect to see this. So on that note, what plans do you have for Fugo over the next year?
So over the next year, we plan to reach out to as many small businesses as possible. Our software is easy to use and self-service, so it doesn't require training, it doesn't require any heavy upfront investments, and it's modern and it's easy to use. So and we also plan to integrate with a lot of different platforms and hardware, which makes it even more accessible to various companies. So we are trying to, at this stage, spread the word, as they used to say, and improve our technology and make it more attractive for businesses. So that is our kind of main goal: marketing push and improving the product.
Excellent. Well, I wish you all the best with that. It's been fascinating learning about your company today. Thank you so much for your time, Zuka.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you. And with that, I will sign off for today, but watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.